The house on the hill at the south of LaCrosse is where it happened. The house was home to Glenn and Linda Wagner and their one-year-old baby until sometime near noon on April 19, 1988. According to police, Glenn Wagner left for work about 8 a.m. that day. Linda stayed at home with the baby. The last time anyone saw her was in the morning that day when a man who said he was a contractor arrived to blacktop the driveway. But he was sent away because no one had sent for him. At 5 o'clock that night, Glenn Wagner came home and found his wife dead on the floor of a small stand-up shower. She was naked. Her throat had been slashed. But the baby was left unharmed in the room where it all happened. The police were stymied.
We're looking for any information that we can, and we're trying to follow out what information we've received about people that were observed in the area. Not necessarily the suspect in the matter, but anybody that was in the area. We'll take any kind of information that we can get, either directly to the Police Department Detective Bureau or preferably through our Crime Stoppers information through Community Services, Lieutenant Dave Hansen and his staff. We are asking for any help that we can get.
Not much has changed since that report. The killer is still on the loose, and that's why no one involved wants to talk about the crime on camera. They will tell you off camera, though, about stories they've heard that Linda Wagner was in the Witness Protection Program and that she was killed for testifying in a case out east.
It's very evident that the perpetrator of this offense made very distinct efforts to conceal or hide or remove any evidence at the scene. And there are no known witnesses to this crime that makes it particularly difficult, other than a one-year-old. And obviously the one-year-old can't communicate to us what happened.
The one-year-old was her child?
That is correct, her daughter.
Left unharmed in the house?
Not touched. And a matter of fact was in the same room where most of the activity took place, to the best of our knowledge. The perpetrator removed items that may be of evidentiary value from the home.
They probably knew what they were doing.
Well, everybody that has looked at this case, that we've discussed this case with, that's the first thing that they say, Steve, is that the person or persons responsible, it certainly appears like they're not novices when it comes to knowing what the police needed to try to gain items of evidence or pieces of evidence. So that makes it all the more difficult. There haven't been any crimes of a similar nature in the area that we are aware of. We've been in contact with federal officials and agencies throughout the state in an attempt to try to piece things together, look for similarities with other cases.
Among the things taken from the Wagner home were 2 pillows, sheets, and a blue, gray, and white comforter, and Linda's black purse. An autopsy showed Linda was not sexually assaulted. After the crime was discovered, police put out a call to find the man who wanted to blacktop the driveway. Local contractors said they had no one who fit the man's description, and he has never been found. Was Linda the victim of a contract hit or a random killer? The only real clue police have is a grainy picture taken of an old pickup truck by a bank camera near the Wagner home. Since the crime, Glenn Wagner and his daughter have left town. Steve Bothan, Newswatch Final.